everyone, it's Sparks here, back for more Final Fantasy XIV. After my call, having dinner, and just relaxing for a little bit, I'm ready to get back to things. So, let's continue. Besides, you are free to enter at your leisure. Always make our own way, should do. Shade the fountain and help should be able to assist. Cool. We can enter the city. Though I have been to Radisson before, this place is a veritable maze. Rather than risk getting lost, we had best ask for directions from the sentry at the fountain. Lead the way and don't expect me to act as your tour guide like certain others. Okay, we got Sidian accompanying us. Ah, I see the Aetheryte Plaza. Ah, Master Sparks, I presume. I understand you are here for an audience with the Sat. Prior directions. I should be glad to provide them. The Satwar's residence city situated in Dharma, the highest part of Radisson. The area would recommend a route that takes you by the bazaars in the city's north. Due to the state of alert, however, most businesses are currently closed, and the Aetheryte disabled? Ah, great. As such, I will provide you with an alternate path. First, please ascend the step next to this fountain, then continue left. There are more steps. Upon ascending them, you will emerge on the Packrest path. Proceed through a large door on the right, you will arrive at another sentry will give you further guidance. Sounds straightforward enough. Yep. Where? Hold on. What's this? A conversation? Estinian? Ah, yes, I know about this portal. It leads to a nearby isle. The treasure vault of one of Radisson's wealthiest family. They took the god of luck for their guardian, on account of which occasionally open up a section of their vaults for aspiring treasure hunters to try their own luck, or so they say. There are also coffers hidden across the land to act as portals. Find one, you gain access to the vault. Something to bear in mind in case you exhaust your funds while on the road. It's a troubled experience, as I personally attest. Huh, I see. Interesting. It does rather bother me a little bit that the Aetheryte's closed off, but I assume that's because this place is our magical second city where we can find the merchants who sell the best gear. Heading to... are you? To the right. Steps the other side, me. Okay. So we're going to the airship landing. Hold on, hold on. Before we talk to him, I see a conversation right there. As if I'm gonna miss out on any conversations with the edgy boy. Davnarian weave. Hard to imagine more vibrant stuff. I dare say Amric Made partial to gold thread, and the blue, of course. He loves his blue. I never put much thought into what I wear. A spare set of clothes is usually all I carry. It's enough I can always obtain something locally. You don't put much thought into what you wear. Bullshit, Estidian! Bull fucking shit. You have an aesthetic, and you have not steered from it. Like, the only steering you've done is removing your helmet. If you are here for all flights have been suspended until further notice. Sailor is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. Last side, we're not here for airship. We have business in... Okay, permit me to direct you. From here, it's quite simple. 70 steps. You cannot miss it. Cool. Before I go up there... I see a conversation, another thing. Ethernet access point, and hello. I remember passing by here with Sam. Being as it was, he regretted not being able to show us the sights. He's yet to return to normal here, but when it does, you ought to pay another visit. Though it is confusing, the food is quite good. I'm partial to hamsa myself. The meat's surprisingly tender and flavorful. Okay, we got a lot of exploring to do. We're gonna find ourselves back here later. I just have to imagine that every expansion so far, right, has had... So for the original, you had Mordona. For Ishgard, for Heavensward, you had Ildishire. For Stormblood, you had Ralger's Reach. With Hugana being the other city. Ishgard's were, well, Ishgard itself and Ildishire. But one of those was special. So I imagine for this one, just as for, let's see. Yeah, after Stormblood, it was Shadowbringers. Then that brought the Caesarium and Ilmor. Ilmor was the special one. So I have to imagine this place is gonna be special when the for the expansion. Each expansion adding 2 cities, and one of them being home to a place where you can trade in your tombstones for gear. Is a big thing. Rings and welcome. May inquire after your business. Members assigned to come at the invitation of His Excellency. Ah, of course. We have been expecting you. Show you to the audience if you'll please follow me. To the audience chamber. Yep. It's definitely still weird. Ah, here come the others. Looks like he's been
Are we the last to
place.
arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Nah.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Thanks to you, you insane bastard. We love you for it, but come on. But please, stop putting yourself at great risk like that.
Valiant science, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude.
Yay.
You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence.
Yep.
No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
I mean,
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia.
huh. Don't know where that
Present
is.
this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
Okay. You think he ought to be holding the letter instead of, you know, having it in his
We are
pocket when he
humbled
says
by your generosity.
this letter.
Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzat Khan will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
Oh God.
'Tis of no moment.
I was wondering about the scarring. I
A
thought they
mere
just fell
annoyance
off.
compared to the dreadful
Jesus.
suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
You are insane.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
Yep.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made.
Oh?
In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no
Dragon's
weight
Song
could
is
I
playing
muster
in the
for
background.
those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Twould seem we share the
Dragon
same
Song is a
desire for
good
peace,
song.
great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question.
Yep.
The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the
Yep.
longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
A good question.
Nay, when war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift.
Huh. Okay.
Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
Ah, that's
I see.
unfortunate.
So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom you must look for answers.
Yep. Apparently.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort.
The fact that dragons talk through telepathy is still
'Tis a story
so
from
weird,
my
but
youth. Many
I guess it was
Many
easier
years
than trying to
ago,
animate their mouths
To my
moving.
sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one?
Huh.
To which Midgardsormr did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope. He believed so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydaelyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
That's true.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
Yay.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
Yep.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
I'm gonna need to replace my computer chair soon. Huh. On a few occasions I see her weapon.
Prithee, a moment.
Okay.
There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor, 'tis thee.
Yes, this is correct. Wish it could be here with us now.
I know of his clash with Omega, and the long slumber which was his price. Yet even closed in sleep, my father's eyes are far from blind. He is watching over thee, watching over this world.
Huh.
'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsormr's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe.
Yep.
Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease.
This is true, but that's because, you know, this is an MMO, and I'm the main character. My story isn't allowed to end, otherwise, well, what reason do I have to keep subscribing?
Still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Yep. Oh. No. No! Do not show me everyone who has died, please. No! 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 Bad! Bad F14. Bad! How dare you?
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation.
All of them
The
hurt.
hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss.
Yep.
Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
I try, but they have a nasty habit of dying on me.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter.
Wasn't idle chatter, it was important.
Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Hopefully. I look forward to that day. Well. And yeah, we do have a nasty habit of collapsing. So, what were you and Vitra talking about? Nothing. Very well if you say so. The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to them. Yes, let's. Oh god, Archon Love. The attendant was kind enough to give me directions to High Crucible. First, let's return to the Mulberry Orchard. It's gonna be over here somewhere, isn't it? Yep, there it is. The Hall of the Radiant Host. The Ramatan Aetheryte, and Merid's Mayhan. I don't know what that's going to be, but... From here, we're supposed to follow a path left and past the mulberries. Oh good, we don't have to walk with them. We can take our own path. When the street turns, enter the door straight ahead, then descend the steps. The staring was confusing. Good compared around the top. The architecture and decorations make it a bit hard to get your bearings. This door leads us. I mean, yeah, it is pretty confusing the way they designed it. Streets running through. Here's the Aetheryte path. So far, so good, and there's much further to go. From here, we just need to cross the other side of the hall, then pass through the larger two doorways. The High Crucible lays beyond. I expect those have already collected the warring seals. Come, let us join them. We'll do in a bit. Ba-da-ba-ba. Hopefully the tuning thing to that doesn't apply to us and we can attune to it. Been able to attune to the rest of the city so far. I just don't want this to be a Yulmore situation where we have to sync to this place later. I don't mind not being able to get access to all the, like, tombstone traders right away. I can deal with that. But, oh, it's so pretty. According to message on the base, temporarily disabled. Wah. Well, let's go up this street. Collectible appraiser, merchant, Script exchange. Splendor's vendor. Yeah. Imagine some of those vendors will become available later. Or else there'll be more vendors somewhere. I can hear, baby. I guess we'll have to find out later. Ooh, dancers. Ah, part of me wants to join them. Oh well, later maybe. Do. Hey, Nano. Ooh. Oh my goodness, this place is beautiful. Hey, we're last, of course, but at least you found the place.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yep.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for.
Yay.
Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
It's us. Whenever it involves us, it always goes fast.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Damn right. I just hope we don't have to participate in every battle.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations.
We could do both.
Of course, we would need to consult with various alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated.
Yep.
To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
That's fair.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Agreed.
Please, I must speak with you.
Oh, hey, Nahana. You alright?
Nidana,
Nidana.
you're awake.
Yeah, she is.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption.
Yep.
It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
I respect that.
As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
It was the least I could do.
Yet who hath truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
Yeah, that's all because of you.
The talisman? Is this true?
Yep.
Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask.
Give her one.
Oh,
Hers got
great
thrown
work
away.
sent across the seas.
Just give her one, please.
It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
You're getting so much emotion with her voice, and I love it. Just her voice. Huh? What's this? Wait, did we manage to recover her? Oh.
Look at that. Its color is completely changed.
Joy. Pure joy.
What do you have there?
Magic flower that responds to emotion.
How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the... Though
One yes,
gross
by the Hannish
oversimplification,
alchemical theory.
some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
Huh.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
Yeah.
As foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts.
Okay.
Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows.
Okay.
Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions.
Huh.
Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate.
Huh.
The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion.
Huh.
As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities.
If we're talking about limit breaks, yes.
That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
Huh.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research.
That's fair.
Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
It's alright.
Nonsense. You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
I mean, it's cool that the flower changed color.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the annex.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
No kidding. Oh, the music in this scene is just beautiful. I really do love it. Before we leave, go back to the Baldasian Annex, which will be easy because return is synced up to Charlene. But we should go down to the Ethernet shard that's down here. Alright, so we synced to all of them except for that one, which I will get at another point. Right now I want to get on with the story. Hello, Cryle. It's good to be back, and with the fruit of our labors safely in storage. For now, we have but to wait for the others to return from their respective meetings with the Alliance leaders. Miss Anchor suggested you should get some rest in the meantime. Barry's accomplishment. For the rest, I have changed your sheets and plumped up your pillow. Like collapsing a nice clean bed after completing a major male milestone, but it's depending. And we level up. Something interesting is going to happen right now. Oh, the flower's back to being white. Shame. Wait, was the center always yellow? Like that? Can't remember.
Take heart and protect them well.
My friends, yeah. I wonder who's knocking. Oh!
Good, you're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you?
No, I
We've
literally
bought quite
just...
a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
Wow. It'll be nice to sit and have a meal with our friends. Oh, look at that. Oh, that'll look so tasty. I know some of it's just pizza and burgers, but come on. Wow. Really? Wow.
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well.
But he didn't want to come, did he?
But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his liking.
Probably not.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
He does need time to himself.
What?
He is very
To
introverted.
perfect his brooding stare?
Wow,
Next
Alize.
time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Charlian feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
Ha!
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
Yep. I'd drag him and sit him down for a good meal as well.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Cryle, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
Yep.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done.
She's gonna do it again, probably.
If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes?
Yep.
Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat-Han?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt. The relief of a people with renewed hope.
Yep.
Indeed. And in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon, and knowing we were on the right path.
Huh.
I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans.
But we've made progress. That's the important
But even
thing.
within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won, perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day.
Oh.
Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle.
Yeah, still.
Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
Maybe, but
You
still
unearthed it
did
from
well.
the depths of Numenon, I presume.
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Okay.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion.
Why are you eating cookies before you finished your bloody burger?
They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
Oh. Just a biscuit, a muffin, and a donut left. Two muffins. Or wait, no. Muffin and a cupcake. Are we pushing on until dawn?
I'm not that ambitious. But 'tis pleasant to idle away the hours every once in a while.
Agreed. Aw, the flower's green now. That's cute. I wonder what green represents. Peace? Ooh, what's it? Oh! Hello. Keep forgetting you're a Reaper now.
Ah! Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether.
Uh-huh.
If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
Our foe is bold enough.
Xenos does look better in this outfit, though.
I can assure you.
And his weapon is sort of semi-organic, which I kind of like for him. It's nice that he's not a base,
very
a Reaper
well,
now.
then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke.
Aw, thank you. He's very cute. Our delightful friend Nano provided this one.
But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before. Burn. Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
Jesus.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more.
Yeah, he really is. He just wants to fight us again. That is his entire motivation. It's literally the only thing keeping him alive right now is the desire to have one more battle with us.
I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
Also, he was temporarily dead. Somehow his soul managed to cling onto somebody else's body and possess it for a while his own body got possessed by somebody else. And then he eventually just went... He took the body he hijacked, recovered his own body, went to his own body, and pushed the person that was inside out. And reclaimed it. Because nothing is going to stop him from fighting us again.
Yours. Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence.
And Van Daniel is
Nevertheless,
also weirdly edgy.
You are mistaken.
The fact that, technically speaking, both of these characters are walking corpses.
Enjoyable.
One possessed by his own ghost, and the other possessed by a very ancient ghost.
You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too.
Sure they will, Fandaniel.
Yes. I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Ooh. And a character this class leveled up. Alright, what was the class we were next going to level up after? It looks like it's going to be Monk. Unless this is... Oh, this is a level 82 quest, so never mind. We're having a pleasant conversation until you barged in. Wow. Feeling refreshed, I hope. I was about to make my way to the studium as it happens. Try and speak with Scholark Montecharn and thank him for coming to our rescue in the Rostra. As it turns out, he'd come here to see us following the hearing, only to find that we'd already departed for Thavner. Knowing him, he was probably hoping he could chew the cud with his former students. Since we're still waiting for Stola and the others, I thought now the perfect time to pay him a visit. Care to join me? Then it's settled. The twins will be coming too, assuming Alphino can tear himself away from his new toys. I'll let you rally troops while I go on ahead to Phenomenon. Considering my recent impropriety, perhaps I avoid showing my face around the studium for a time. Might be for the best. If the others should return, tell them you'll not be long. Yeah, realization that this is a levels 82 quest means we should actually stick with Summoner. When we hit level 84 quests, I'm going to switch to Reaper. But until then, we're going to stick with classes that are at level with the one we're doing. Give ourselves a slight challenge. Heading out for a stroll? The Scholark himself was here. In that case, what are we waiting for? Eager to see him. I somewhat dread the thought of visiting the studium. I dare say our notoriety precedes us. Alphino of all people worrying over his reputation, and our alma mater no less. Well, wonders never cease. He'll understand soon enough. Off we go. The fact that they have been disowned is the talk of the town. 'Cause their father is a dick, and I want to punch him in his face. So bloody much. Also does slightly bother me that we are technically wearing the same outfit as Fandaniel, just in a different color. We need a different outfit. I mean, this next quest is going to give us... it's only an eye level 525. We need something eye level 5... well, higher than 530 before it becomes relevant. Ooh, sneaky, sneaky music. Here it is. Phenomenon. Well, I expect you made note of it before. You can hardly miss it. This is the first time you've been here on official business, correct? Yep. But most of the space is taken up by the expansive auditoriums. It also houses numerous laboratories, testing grounds for experimental magics, a host of administrative offices, and so forth. At the center of what would later become the studium, it was established to promote the study of a theological phenomenon, hence the name. Though with ether being a fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded to include every concealed facet of life and even the universe itself. And then, in the 432nd year of the 6th Astral Era, phenomenon was decreed complete and the studium officially opened as a place of learning. The long and storied history is without question the world's leading authority in etherology, the arcane, the occult, astromancy, and countless other fields, standing proud as Sharlayan's foremost educational institute. always did enjoy giving a grand tour to new students. Indeed, I've long since lost track of how many times he has recited that same foppish speech. Such is his undying love for his old stomping ground. I love whenever she takes the piss out of her brother. It's great. Shows how close they are. He was in top form back then. Youngest to enter the studium, graduated with highest honors in magical arts and etherology. Undisputed champion of the debating chamber. Hold on, you both joined the studium at the same age, yes? And from where I stand, you're equally prodigious scholars. Nice of you to say, but Alphino actually entered half a year before me. Nor did I do well enough to graduate with honors. I'm certainly not the city's most notorious master debater. In all aspects have I ever been in his shadow. If nothing else, just remember, this was where the legend of Alphino Leveilleur began. We should expect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades. Hopefully we'll be somewhat more welcome here than we were at the last stand. No better than anyone the adoration the student body has for Alphino. Bit of luck, it might work to our advantage. We can only hope. Well, there's no time like the present. First thing first, let's look for Scholark Monteshan. Other faculty tend to frequent their offices, but unfortunately for us, he's from wandering wheresoever his whims take him. Stop and ask the students if they've seen him. Yep, let's do it. I do love how Kryle's weapon is a mace. Alice is using a sword. Alphino is using floating laser drones, and our weapon is a book. That was Alphino Leveilleur, wasn't it? The Alphino Leveilleur. And he's with his sister and Master Baldesion's granddaughter. It's going one thing. An event of epoch-shattering proportions is fast approaching. Spread the word! Oh, sorry, you said you're looking for the Scholark? Yes, knowing him, could be anywhere. But Miss Alifpo should have a better idea. So now we have to go talking to everyone until we find who we're looking for. Oh, well, this is a nice area. Are you lost? Wandering off the street, perhaps? Wait, don't tell me. You're a trainee gleaner, fresh off the guild ship. I'm right, aren't I? Oh, silly of me. No orientation is in order. Allow me to bid you a warm welcome to Searcher's Meet. Let me start with a question. What is the most important thing you'll find in a studio? That's right, books. And what's the second most important? That's simple. Everything else. That's what we deal in here in Searcher's Meet. Whenever the students or tutors find themselves in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. We don't have it in our stores, we send the gleaners off to find it. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we get. Iaphacea this, tongue of Giganto that. It's enough to make your hair stand on end. Possibly what some of our students are trying to accomplish, this being a school of magic and all. As our newest gleaner, you'll have your work cut out for you, but I think you'll find it quite rewarding. I've tracked down many miscellaneous knickknacks in my time, but I'm no gleaner. So what you're telling me is you're not good. Yes, that's exactly what you said, isn't it? And you're looking for a Scholark? I'm afraid we don't have any of those in stock. Oh, you mean him? He was here, but now he's not. I did speak with him shortly before you arrived, though. He said he was on his way to Maker's Meet. Back the way you came, and you'll see on the opposite side of the entrance. It's a laboratory of sorts, home to many rare and expensive curios, not to mention alarmingly frequent accidents. If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams. Time's taking me to tell you all this. Scub will probably already left. Best of luck finding him. Feeling you'll need it. Yep. Definitely need help finding him. God damn it. Why can't things ever be easy? Probably will end up finding him in his office. As a nice change of pace, he'll actually be there. Alright, here's a level-headed student. Hopefully they can direct us. Yes, Gob was here a short while ago. He offered me advice on my current research project. Though he spoke at length, I don't recall him mentioning where he was next. When we part ways, he went down the corridor. Perhaps to one of the auditoriums? The fact that we can only explore this floor, even though this is a very tall building. Yep, there he is. The learners meet. Hello.
Ah, I remember you.
Yep, you're the one sensible person in the entire hall.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yeah, apparently
Yes,
he did.
that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisois in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you.
A shame. Based on the way they
I still
talk,
can't believe how
think
much you've grown. If
you were
only your
meant to go to
gramps eyes could
Fafnir
have seen the
first.
way you presented yourselves to the forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
I would very much appreciate that, actually. These guys are a handful. And Kryl agrees.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy.
God damn it. Nice.
Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried.
What?
Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic.
Okay.
As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
Okay. Yeah, aside from the bottom of that robe, he actually does have a pretty nice outfit. I don't like the way it swishes out at the bottom. Oh my god. Okay.
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology.
Okay.
The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into three forms. Two are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Ooh. Magic?
Not entirely inaccurate, but nor is it the answer I was looking for. That would be corporeal ether.
Magic.
This is the form with which the layman is most familiar.
Okay.
Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux.
Yep.
In contrast, The ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked.
Okay.
Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it.
Okay.
Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
Oh, clever. Visual representation.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well.
Huh.
In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The disaster. The calamity.
The 7th Umbral Calamity.
Everyone's memories got massively affected there.
The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm.
Yep.
But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act.
Huh.
The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation.
Damn it.
Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea. For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean.
Oh, okay, that was pretty cool.
And our memories drift apart and dissolve. Rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
Huh.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form.
Okay.
Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable.
The latter seems the most likely in what we've observed.
Well, I think that's enough education for today, now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet.
Yep. I wonder where all that stuff goes.
I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend.
Yay!
Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
I like him. He's nice. If only the rest of the place were on our side as much as him. Yep, as I thought. It's not gonna be useful to us. Yep, the chest plate won't be either. Crowd. Well, that's given me much to mull over. I feel as though we're one step closer to understanding the form's true motives, and the mysteries of life itself for good measure. It's funny, I came here with the intent of expressing my... God damn it, I hate when I do that. Let's head back. Aha, yeah. Okay. Ooh, we do have some side quests. And also a special quest, which I'm gonna take a look at and see why I can't take it right now. Probably because we need a crafting class. Yep, Discipline of Land or Hand at level 80. We do not have any at level 80. Not on this character anyways. My other character though, he does. He has everything at level 80 at this point. Oh my love, my light, where have you gone? I am nothing without you. Oh, I didn't see you there, absorbed as I am in my search. I've lost track of my mammoth, you see, a key asset for my research into many mysteries of ether. God damn it. Must have given her an erroneous command, or perhaps even jilted her. She has given me such a sensitive heart, you know. In any case, it has been some time since she has left for attacks. Please, can you assist me? Oh, thank you, thank you. I sent her on an errand near the last stand. So you would do well to begin your search there. Her aura is unmistakable. Keep an eye out for her elegant figure and imperious demeanor. Uh-huh. You look disordered, performing various feats of daring do and so forth by the scent of outdoors expected wafting from you. As you've heard of a competition being held in the city, designers from across the region submit designs for academic uniforms. Will be worn by none other than members of the forum. Joe's desire becomes exalted among their peers, even lowly. Soon can have their names said in hushed whispers across the studio. Have such fame for myself. I believe my concept might be just the thing to help me win it. I have an image in my mind of a rustic scholar, one who enjoys the open-air wilderness, to the air of the library stacks. In fact, I've already prepared an initial design to fit the frame, your frame for it. Would you try it out for me? Yeah, I could do that. Satisfy free and move as you please. Come. So follow him and we'll do a mission somewhere. Hello, person. You there. From some distant exotic land, yes? I require first perspective for the next step in my research. If you have a few moments to spare. I have a few moments. Don't worry, nothing too complex will be required of you. I am planning an introductory class that will educate younglings on the practical application of etheric energy, and I seek opinions on the lesson plan. With any luck, it shall strike a spark which ignites a lifelong love of learning and curiosity. Considering my lofty goals, I welcome honest feedback, even if it is entirely positive. Will you help? Yeah, I can do that. Thank you, my eager student. Together, I dare say we are building the future. Pray, visit my colleague in tranquility, burly Rogan and fellow. His imposing frame belies a brilliant mind. Well, it's nice to know we can get quests. Any more that are... Oh, there are a few more. Oh dear. Okay. I'm just removing my headphones a moment. I won't be able to hear the music, but I can still talk because my microphone isn't attached to my headphones. Just feeling a bit off right now. Might be... I think I'll go till I've done this for 2 more hours and then I go to bed then. By the looks of you, you are more inclined to adventuring than the average person, yes? Apologies for the imposition, but could you tell me if you've come across creatures such as journeys? That looks like a little hamster. Oh no, it's run off. Okay. Well, the reason why yet remains. Okay, send it to us. Let me see this will went down, but that's a beaver, and it'll. Oh, it's a beaver. It'll go quickly. Never heard. Really? Rare. It's not rare at all. Yeah, where my oversight gets. My studies were. Yeah. I will help. Well, here's one's run. Yep, you go do that. I'm going to go over here and grab this quest that's just sitting here. Ah, I've seen you around many nights of late. You're an adventurer, yes? Meaning to seek you out. Believe I have a task rather suit your abilities. She's cured. Ooh. So to be set on sex into a student howler without taking proper precautions. Apparently with their theft, causing all 5 of them to go scurrying off to God's nowhere. Or the curse they are afraid few of us are suited for combat. Our books should be similar. Wow. Okay, 5 volumes is going about at present. So, we have to go looking for sentient books. Because somebody was careless. Sounds about right. This is just par for the course around here. Hello, vicious volume. There's someone here, so. Well, at least it's easy enough. Just throw sleeping powder at them. Could be worse. You have to fight them or chase them down. Bloody careless people. Be over the river. Go talk to these two of them across the river. Lalafellan student. Appears to be a suitable spot, spacious sunlight. Now try to rope down for size and fit. So ropes. Okay, we should have longer spot. Oh God. Reverse a destination to ready for battle. Wow. Yes, you're ready for a grand adventure on the sun, I believe. These robes shall be well suited both the lecture and the open field. Says the Fazbird work. But will you? Is the delivery done? Whoever you can do it. Please bring the crate here. To somebody at the confluence. Delightful. To the confluence. Wait, where am I going? Where am I going? Oh, there. Are they inside? They are inside the confluence. While this outfit is nice for healers, I guess, it is not one I would want to wear if I was any other class. Certainly not one I'd want to do study work in. The form here? Sir. Should be more aware of the effect that such robes have on. So there's a light. Of course, looks at the crystal in the sky. She should do her own work from now on, regardless of what experiments she may be conducting. Okay. I better go back to that student. And tell them that they are being silly. Or risking getting us or somebody else in trouble. Oh, 27 minutes. We're gonna be stuck in this outfit for. I'm sure we can remove it at any time, but all the same. Did we miss? Must not work while we're wearing this outfit. I'll have to go get it off. Without incident. Let's get through some. Sir Chozo, Major shall treat me with respect, sir. Go. Yep, I'm more than happy to. Off they go. Oh, back to normal. Functionally appears on the right track. Signs of when members will form to hold it, they can gain anything else but to wear them for years to come. So, return. Yeah, okay. Stocky student. You were able to begin your education. Option XIV. The movement of ether. So day. Oh goody. Handheld explosive. Crystal. And invisible energy that nourishes all things. Destroy, release. Turns the environment, submarine the physical form. In simple terms, they are the physical manifestation, forms and times. Simple enough to understand, yes? Never in that order. Said so. Shaman because you recite those facts from memory. Teaching such a cold to me. See, more thorough with our explanations. So thorough they No trouble, Cassandra. Thank you for frank opinion. Sometimes an outside point of view can illuminate otherwise unseen things. You must consider, as with my compensation, my colleagues in charge of that. Please return to him to receive it. Sorry if it seems like I'm rushing a little bit through these conversations. The side quests aren't as interesting to me as some of the main quests. Some of them are really fun and interesting. Others are kind of just there to give space. Ash-covered envelope. You spy an envelope on the ground covered in ash. One closer inspection realizes that the ash spells out a message. To the kind soul who finds this missing, pray deliver this letter to the unassuming. Should be found quite corner of the confluence. Many thanks. Okay. We're delivering a letter to somebody at the confluence. Well, first let's go capture that book. Hello, vicious volume. Fear the power of this. I was right in thinking that it was just the outfit we were wearing. Okay, we've got 2 more places to go. I'm gonna go find that beaver that escaped and deliver a letter. Yes, were you looking for an inspector to spend too much time in this corner? Someone I've never met knows to find me here. If you don't mind me asking, and tell me where you found this? Oh, of course, I chanced upon this as one of dubious prominence. Students are confined, punished for recalcitrant behavior. If I recognize the hand of his pen, his message to students, acquaintance of mine, although that might be a rather generous term. He was confined there for concocting explosive chemical compound. Surprised his teachers. Still stunned, ended with half the gardens of the teachers were in ashes. So he put more effort into writing a message to his would-be courier, then to his letter's recipient. Bring me food and a candle. Wow, it serves him right being locked up in that room. As you can doubtless surmise, the relation's somewhat strained, and I apologize for making you part to it. But what's done is done, and now I would ask a favor of you myself. Could you procure a candle from Tofwib at the Agora? I shall prepare the food this fool has requested, much as I would rather not. When you are done, pray meet me at the spot where you found the letter. God damn it. Some fool needed our help. Because we are fools ourselves, we're gonna go help him. Really shouldn't, but we're gonna. Can you say? Well, of course. Here, take this. Please inform the student they can pay at their leisure. Wonder where the beaver's gone. It's probably hiding under the bridge or something. Yep, there you are. This is the creature you are looking for. We intend to pick it up. Its skills hardship. It seems are willing to follow behind you. Sign in order to proceed with the quest. Ah. The creature is now following us. Well. I wonder if we have to take it straight there if we do other quests in the meantime. Guess there's only one way to find out. It's cute. And I want one. Look at it! Look at it! It's precious. Precious little baby. Where'd it go? Still following me. Good, good. we're going to this spot around here to find the elegant mammoth. You see before you a mammoth most striking. You can see why its owner is to take it back. Return it before. Completely care for yourself. Wow. Is it a mammoth mold after Elise? I think it might be. Hold on, let me take a look at my inventory. Yep. Of course it is. Because why would it ever be a normal mammoth? That would be boring. Well, finish all these side quests, then we'll continue with the main scenario. See how far we can get today. I mean, we got our first dungeon from this expansion, so any of our classes that are level 81 can easily be leveled up to at least level like 83 with ease. I think like 2 visits will get us a level. I'll see what the next dungeon's level is. The next dungeon's level is 83. That'll give me my answer. Might be 83 or 84. You managed to collect the books. I hope they didn't have you running about for too long. Nah, I got them all. There you go. This is all of them. Thank you, adventurers. Quite the precious finds. You shaved jump top of cliff or somewhere else equally as precarious. That was a restricted town. Have a word with the student whose recognizes causes solicit. Chastised penalty already, you can be sure. Braces isn't the first of its kind. It's book protected by this manner of ward. Handled with gloves, swollen from the self-same grass I used to make a sleeping powder. If we don't take such measures, the books will crumble from age and the elements within a few generations. One of the very first lessons we teach students. It's one almost every who fails to listen. Yeah, that's always gonna be the case. There's always one. Alright. Loot the creature. Oh, there you are. You found the creature? Strange. So did I. Oh no. Oh no! There's more than one! I could have sworn there was only one in the crate. Perhaps I was mistaken. Oh, what harm could another do? All the more for us to study. I very nearly feared there would be a lowly student for yet another year. The outside world calls for my genius, and thanks to you, it shall have it. Well, hopefully this place doesn't get overrun by beavers. Seeing as they don't know what a beaver is. It's possible that they don't live here, so it could become an invasive species. There are a lot of those in the world. Technically speaking, bumblebees are an invasive species. Or is it honeybees? One or the other. They're not the same thing, are they? Come back to me, my princess, my queen, come back to me. Yes, here's your mammoth. Or my enchanting mammoth. Scratch upon her beautiful visage, word cannot express how happy you've made me. It's a piece from a gleaner, and I'm modeled after who's captured my heart from afar. A tome written by Archmage's Claw, used my own device to full of melody. Seems there are yet some kinks to be hammered out. Alas, the heart is prone to such mistakes. He says who's overlooked when the whole world is. Wow. Considering it's modeled after Alice, or at least it appears to be, that is just creepy. Apologies. Yeah, I don't think the outfit you suggested is gonna make it. Okay. Of course, besides our knowledge you gained today for your charge. Cool. Let's check this chest we obtained. I know what's inside it isn't gonna really matter, but I might as well get it. Alright, we got one side quest left. Then we can carry on. Oh god, am I gonna sneeze again? Ah! I hate the feeling of wanting to sneeze but being unable to do so. We have to acquire the candle. Yes, here you go. Yes, it shall do. Once again, I apologize for sending you to and fro. It's good, the better off we both shall be. Since you are from a foreign land, you're aware of what this candle represents. And this candle represents a candle of this type. Long ago, when a student confined within these rooms spends his days, some of the most troublesome but trying to strike his dead, he was quite successful. His wall with the blackened ends of his spent candles. When the professors saw what he had done, well, they were too impressed to be angry. That idiot means to make his own mark, as many good students have attempted to since. The persons would turn a blind eye to his vandalism, to be sure. They would not let rules impede discovery. Maybe it's true. Perhaps some good come of his selfish quest here. Take Okay, yeah, I'm definitely showing signs how tired I'm getting. Ugh. Time to talk with Graha and see what he has to say. Welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the study proved most educational. While you're away, I received word from our fellow scions. As expected, news of the warding scales is met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring the leadership of the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in our possession to Limsa Laminsa. So the time has come for us to go on the offensive. It's too early to say for certain, but it does seem to be the way the winds are blowing. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan. Let's see what awaits us in Vilbrad. Let's start by getting skills out of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Estinian? Somebody's stolen them. No? I always expect the worst. I realized these crates were so heavy. I should complain though. Vitra and the alchemists of great work put their heart and soul into each and every one of these scales. So you must treat them with the utmost care. Are you not coming with us? As much as I would like to escape the forums, watchful gaze have little choice but to stay behind. We're already on thin ice, and if I, in my capacity as our official representative, were found to be consorting with foreign powers, well, you can imagine how that would go. I shall remain here and do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers, as I have word from Master Matoya and our other allies. With luck, we'll soon have good news of our own to share. The tide is about to turn. I can feel it. Talimsa Laminsa. Teleportation away. Do 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 do. Oh God, must escape. Keep forgetting that place is often occupied by people who play music constantly. I was told to expect you. As you may or not be aware, the Admiral is at present King Elder sealed 3 of the most powerful women in the world in one room. To prepare, or shall I show you to them? Yep, straight to the command room. My apologies for calling you away from Charlie and at such short notice. On the contrary, we are honored and grateful. I'm pleasantly surprised to be joined by such esteemed company. It was only right that this discussion be conducted in person. We are locked in a war of attrition. Our forces struggle to contain the threat posed by the towers. It is only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed with decisive action. We have taken initiative to set the wheels in motion. It is reassuring to learn we are all in accord. But may I ask what your plan entails? It hinges entirely on the warring skills and our ability to utilize their potential to the fullest. During your time in Charlia, the allied nations have been engaged on separate fronts, with no end in sight. To make matters worse, a surge in abductions of Kobolds, Sahagin, Ixal, and Nata have given rise to an increasing number of primals as well. But your triumphs in Revs has given us cause to hope once more. Time has come to free ourselves of this menace. It is you, Sons of Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. While the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the Telephoroi at bay, we will dispatch our finest to strike at the enemy's heart, Garlemald. These brave few will be the Ilsabard contingent. To think such progress has been made in so short a span. Its objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. As proves the report, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tempered. Robbed of their free will, they serve the Telephoroi every whim without question. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering. Not for strategic or political gain, because it is the right thing to do. Wow, this is like the first time I think I've seen the seats here without our staff. I do not ask that we set aside the decades of conflict and conquest. Choose to forgive and forget. I ask only that choosing her, we do not also forsake our compassion and morality, for without that, there can be no reconciliation, only death without end. Aye, on that we can all agree. Our second objective is the Colossal Tower that Thancred and Oriange observed in the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, there is reason to believe the smaller spires are merely a precursor of what's yet to come. Until the Tower of Zot was toppled, we failed to make any headway. Well, the same could be said of the Telephoroi. There's certainly no rush to press further into our lands. I wager the Spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied, while they work towards our annihilation. This would appear to be substantiated by Zola's analysis of the Tower's influence on ethereal currents. Based on our observation inside the Tower of Zod, the Spires siphon ether from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. However, they draw forth far more than is required for this task alone. The excess of ether remains unaccounted for, but we can be sure it is not being harnessed for our benefit. It wouldn't surprise me in the least if it was being redirected to the larger spire in the capital, though there's a logic in that. Regardless, once we have uncovered the truth, They'll bring their schemes crashing down, along with their infernal towers. That's all well and good. What'd you have us do? I said it was more than handing over the scales and being on our way. I want you and your scales to join the Isambard contingent. Consider it an official request from both the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Easter Alliance. Do you accept? Of course I do. Why would I say anything else? Perhaps you should be the one to answer that. For honor and glory. Couldn't have put it better myself. Istola, Thancred, and Oriange have already pledged their support, and are on their way to meet the rest of the contingent. They are positive you would come to the same decision as they did. Luckily for all involved, their prediction was correct. Once you have delivered the warning scales to Alamigo, the contingent will embark on its journey to Isambard. Raubon and Lord Imric are overseeing preparations, so I suggest you make yourselves known upon arrival. Pack warm clothing, furs and the like. Without it, the cold will do you in before the Telephori so much as draw steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy whilst you're gone. We're not the only ones who can create a diversion. Now go safe in the knowledge Eorzea will be as you left it, or better, upon your return. Well. Miralban in the Almegan Quarter. Oh, this will be fun. Ba-da-ba. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I walking? Flying T-Rex away! The Wanderers return. You've been busy bringing down a tower and producing the key to destroying the rest of them. You should be proud. Those warring scales of yours are what's made this whole venture possible. Will you and Lord Imric be leading the contingent? Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegations into cohesive units. Once we have seen you all off, it's back to our respective posts. We dare not neglect our duties for too long, lest our defense efforts fall into disarray. Just between us, there's a fair amount of opposition to the formation of the Isambard contingent. The very suggestion we send out some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid onto the Garleans has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters. Can't please them all. Sadly not, though I do my best. Truth be told, I'd much rather be at your side, charging into the fray. Alas, I've battles of my own to fight, where words may serve me better than any blade. I say it, but Imric's struggles mirror my own. For the time being, the best we can offer you is the peace of mind from knowing Eorzea is in safe hands. As you fight the good fight in Isambard, I and the other commanders will do what we can to convince the naysayers that our cause is just. Thank you, both of you. We meet again. Oh god, Gaius! Much has occurred since we parted ways in Wereld. From what I gather, the protective talismans you obtained led to the formation of this expeditionary force. My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one, that being the information I have shared with Maxima. For the sake of the people of Garlemald, may the fates be on your side. So you're not coming with us? Strange. I thought you'd have a stake in this. I do. The Telephori have laid waste to my homeland and enslaved my people. But though every mote of my being cries for vengeance, I can't be the one to deliver it. My presence alone would place the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused of murdering Emperor Varus and plunging Garlemald into chaos. Were I to travel with the Isambard contingent, it would give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Conversely, those who believe me innocent may instead celebrate the return of a former legata and attempt to raise me to a position of leadership, further destabilizing the region and complicating the contingent's mission. Whether I am branded a villain or hailed as a hero, it would only hinder your efforts. We'll deliver your people from harm in your stead. For what it is worth, you have my gratitude. You and your comrades have the strength and courage to deliver my countrymen. I am certain of it. In light of Gaius' rather unique circumstances, I instead will assume the role of your guide. Though I may have defected for political reasons, my love for Garlemald endures. I will stop at nothing to protect her and her people. Well said. May I ask you to escort our friends inside? Well, it's good to have Maxim on our side, at least. I liked them when we last saw them. Might even bump into an old acquaintance or two. And if I don't see you again ere you depart, may the Fury guide and protect you. All of you. Well, Maxima. The other members of the Isambard contingent are gathered in the royal palace. I should inform of your arrival, so please make your way inside as soon as you are ready. Your friends and mostly, would you like to go see them? Yes, let's enter the royal palace and go meet the rest of our band. It'd be nice to see who's joining us as we journey north. Ba-da-ba-ba.
By the 12.
Yes. Holy shit. Wow. Okay.
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted.
Uh-huh.
'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single
I'll
purpose.
say. Yeah, just I'm looking at that group that we saw there, and a lot of them are mentors from class quests.
We fight
So
not
it's
only for the
interesting
sake of
seeing
Eorzea,
them here.
but for the entire world, including the people
Yeah,
of
the
Garlemald.
Dragoon
Much
leader,
rides on the efforts
the
of the
Machinist
Isambard
leader,
contingent.
the Black Mage leader. Like, Jesus Christ. The amount of mentor characters. Those are from the Bard missions. Wait, I wonder if there will be even more if I've completed more of the class quests. That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, there's White Mage one. Oh, this is so cool.
Indeed, which is why I'm glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
Lucia's on our side.
Lucia.
Or Lucia, okay.
I have come at the behest of
Either
Lord
way.
Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland,
so
I am
happy.
determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
Yee.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that, if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Yee.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention.
Huh. Yeah, all of these people are people we've befriended over the course of our adventures. It's amazing to see how many of them have returned.
Might I ask you to speak first?
If I must, I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation. Here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer, we shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort.
Awesome. Yep, I know these two.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Wait, I know you.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten.
What?
Any road, the Admiral asked Captain Hilfear to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me. Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship.
I can't remember him as... Oh, wait, no. Marauders. And he's for scholars.
So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but the promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do.
Haha.
Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it.
Fair.
Give 'em a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Nice.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we. The most dependable warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest.
No shit! We've got our representative for the Black Mages, our representative for Raubon himself, Pugilist Guild, and 2 more Black Mages. Of course, the leader of the whole gosh down contingent.
If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telofero. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow.
Yep.
That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Terrapin and I will be leading from the front.
It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
Yeah, you've been dealing with politics for a while. It's nice to see you
From
come
what
back.
I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the avatar of destruction.
Gallo there, totally
With
responsible for
comrades
spreading
like
that
these,
rumor.
I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us.
Yep.
And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
Yeah.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead.
Yeah, it sure will.
Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require.
That's fair.
The 4 high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission. Their
Awesome.
knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa.
Nice. And of course our
There
Dragoon
is
mentor.
another awaiting introduction.
Lord Emonelaine?
Apparently.
Ah, yes. Emonelaine de Forton, at your service. Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. And fight for world peace and all that.
Don't get yourself killed, please.
But, should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
Ha! Oh. May your graceful prancing lead the way to victory.
Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honoroa with my tales of daring-do.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea.
Yep.
Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
It is cool seeing some of our cool
Actually,
leadership
they've
here.
been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
Okay.
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Yes! Yes! Haha!
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Oh, I remember this guy. I think we helped him during the Gunbreaker quest.
Cyrena. And
Yeah.
you brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as a step is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach.
Huh, interesting.
But now our thirst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy! Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
Yep, I think I remember this guy from the
And the Bosnian resistance.
Yep.
Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamigo. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would
And
never
yet-
presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald.
Yep.
And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
Yeah, that's true, but...
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused.
Ah, I see.
Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy.
A small strike force will be more effective, so...
But after seeing what
it's
we've
fine.
seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth.
Not all of them are evil.
They're just people.
Yep.
No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all. Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders.
Yep.
Gaius bloody Baelsar himself is working to help rebuild Werlid, a nation he once conquered.
True.
So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good.
Good. That's what we want. That's what we need.
It won't be easy. But we're all determined to make this world a better place.
Good.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy.
Yep.
To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garlond Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey.
Good.
However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Okay.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot.
Sounds pretty
we
straightforward.
will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us. So it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed.
Damn right we will.
Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
Well, you say that, but we can teleport back at any time. We can go wherever we want. Besides delegates assembled here, the Amalja tribes often send troops of their own. Due to their physiology, many would struggle simply to survive in the harsh climate. Also likely prove tempting targets for abduction. Still, they can better aid the cause of bolstering our defenses as yours yet, though their eagerness to do more has been noted. We few shall have to suffice. Ere we embark, we must distribute the warning scales to our comrades. Care to do the honors? Warning scales for the Ishgardian delegation, I take it? Many thanks. The talent may prove to be the deciding factor in the battles to come. I find myself conflicted by this foray into Garlemald, sent by the Empire to infiltrate Ishgard, only throwing my lot with those whose secrets I was supposed to be stealing, now lead a mission to save the countrymen I betrayed. That is doubtless why I was chosen by Lord Eimerk. He would have me put my extensive knowledge and former ties to good use. I will not disappoint him. For the future of Ishgard, Garlemald, and the world at large, I will lead us to victory. That's the warning scales I spy, not that I would know what they look like. Well, look at these. Even a layman like me can tell they're bursting with ether. All the better to fend off the tempering waves. Is that the right term? I mean, it's as good a term as any. Anyway, it'll give us one less thing to worry about, which just leaves the other mountain of whatever else is waiting for us in Garlemald. Well, they want me to find out, eh? And nervous or not, I'd march through all 7 hells if it gave me a chance to put Xenos back in the grave where he belongs. Yeah, I need to put him back in his grave. I hear you've got something for us. Yep. These scales everyone's been talking about, pretty little things, ain't they? Reckon they'll be worth a gill or two when this is all over, but we'll hold on to them for now. And one more thing. I know what you're all thinking. Why didn't they send Enzar instead? What if I know? All the Admiral and Captain Hilford told me was they need someone to help safeguard the future. And here I am. Can't say they haven't got a sense of humor. Of course, some of you might be wondering what good pirate is on dry land. In the middle of like snowfall places. Me and my crew will do whatever needs doing. So let's set sail, or however the saying goes on airships. No, set sail. That would be accurate. Set sail or fly. Yes. So, these are the famed warning skills. Enough for me and my men, I see. In normal circumstances, I would not be allowed to travel outside of the Twelves Wood. The Elder Seer, however, has granted me special permission. She has bid me lend my magics to the people of Garlemald, learning all I can of their ways. In so doing, I will come closer to understanding myself and my place in the world. Or so she says. I say this past time our allies benefited from the power at a Seer's disposal. Some bemoan that we hide our light under a bushel, and I intend to address that criticism. No, that's fair. I'm glad that somebody's doing it. We heard it cold in Garlemald, so we came prepared. At least someone did. Oh, the talismans. We are to keep these close at all times, yes? I'll see that no one misplaces theirs. Before I forget, I have a message from Hien. In distant lands and times of strife, together stand, together fight. In darkest shines the light of life. I hope I've done his words justice. Doma, like much of Althor, has been plagued by the towers, yet while we could not be here, we wish to express his shared conviction. Hien and Yugiri labor without rest to unite the people. With their aid, will we keep the enemy at bay. When we have the Steppe and the Eastern Alliance, will repay their efforts by ending this war. Do you have one skill for me too? Of course I do. I'm not going to forget anyone. Thank you for this, and for going to such incredible lengths for the sake of my people. Though I have little to offer in return, I would impart some advice if I may. You have been told by many to wear the cold of Ilsabard, and I can't stress enough that this is no token warning. This brings specially made warming tinctures courtesy of the Alchemist Guild, but understand that they are no substitute for proper protection. By proceeding with some protection to your discretion. Now, let us proceed to the Almegan quarter. When you make your final preparations, I'll have the pilots ready the airships. I imagine everyone's got winter clothing. After all, they're gonna need it. If Alice wears those short shorts in the winter areas, I'll be very disappointed in her. The same with Orianja keeping his arms uncovered. Last chance to make ready before we step forth. Didn't worry about Orianja and I. We still have what we wore in Garlemald before. The Sidian claims to be quite warm and toasty beneath his armor, and since he spent a fair bit of time up north recently as well, I have no reason to doubt his words. Most of you guys will be borrowing Grand Company stock. The rest of you will do likewise, I suppose, provided you're not overly concerned with style. Not to put too fine a point on it, I've seen dead in one of those ridiculous overcoats. I only had time to find something to my liking. Hark! Is that the cry of scions in need of a tailor I hear? No. No. But how? I have my ways. Oh, yes, indeed. You thought you could sneak off to Ilsabard without telling me? Nothing escapes my notice. Now, you will wear these garments I've made for you whether you like it or not. Never cease to amaze. Why do you need a new outfit as well? Wait, are you coming with us? What? No, of course not, silly. It's all in the name of fashion. Rather, the pursuit of the highest quality fashion. Besides, how can I expect others to wear my creations if I've never worn them myself? Fair point. I did have one other thing to share. Agnes and Bloomwida have finally returned from science in faraway lands, staying at the Rising Stone for a while to keep an eye on events throughout Eorzea. They'll be running things back at headquarters. I'm wondering if I could lend a hand in Charlene. Oh, why not? You can keep crowd company in the Baldezian Annex. Yes, we'd love to have you there. And I heard Miss did a fine job carrying on in our stead while we were lying comatose. With them in charge of the rising stones, we've nothing to worry about. My thoughts exactly. Well, so while I'm confident you won't go collapse again because a certain someone who shall remain nameless is in a position to transport your souls to another world, if anything similar disastrous were to happen, I'll be well positioned to do something about it. Anyway, I've got a few things to take care of, and then I'll make my way to Charlian. I really do hope these new clothes are enough to keep you warm in Garlemald. It's not much, but it's the only thing I can do for you, other than pray for your safe return, which I will, every day. Let's not keep the contingent waiting any longer. Yeah, let's not. Here are your winter clothes, handcrafted by yours truly. I am going to change into these, because there is no way I am not wearing the specially made coat that she's gone and made for us. I'm told the airship has been sent to meet you. Ah, there he is. Right, this is where we go our separate ways. Do be careful, won't you? Oh, I will be. Which is why my first stop right now will be whichever place is cheapest. Looks like it's New Gridania. Wait, no. Even cheaper again. I think. No, because that doesn't have... none of these places have a inn. And neither does this area, which is really stupid. The only inn is all the way in the Far East. So, to New Gridania. We need to go to the nearest inn, store away our new coat in the glamour dresser, and then equip it. We'll need to go to bed soon. So I think I will... yeah, we'll get to our next destination and then go to bed. Wait, first... let's make sure all of our stuff is repaired. Okay, what is this quest levels anyways? 72. Just a moment while I edit my glamour plates. 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Just making sure that all of these have occupied slots. This one doesn't, so this one gets the North Sea coat, which does look rather nice. We need appropriately... yeah, we need appropriately matching things. I don't see Crystarium trousers, so yeah. And as always, the inspector's glasses. That should do. I think it looks rather nice. I would have preferred it if we got a full outfit, but this'll do. Alright. Last mission for right now, and then we'll take a proper break. But aren't we gonna look nice? It's an honor to finally meet you. We of the Garland Ironworks will be ferrying you and your contingent across the mountain into Garlemald. For many of us, it will be something of a homecoming. Our illustrious founder was only our most notable Imperial defector. For that reason, the company is committed to the success of this expedition. Our resources are at your disposal. If there is aught we might do to be of further assistance, please do not hesitate to ask. If you're ready to depart, upon boarding the airship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these cutscenes in their entirety. Required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event you are defeated, you try again for the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. This is fine. Alright, here we go.
Ilsabard, divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly?
Yep. Now this is it.
On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius. The winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
Aww, those are cute. Those are Yanjays. Her outfit looks the same. Aw, so cute. Oh, oh, wow. Okay, I love Grahas. That really suits him. So does Istola's.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials.
Okay.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps?
Maybe.
Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they're led by Vergilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number. However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
What does that mean?
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus's death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Yep, and now they fight together.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Not a good sign for us.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
Yep.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Nope.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
Okay.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment?
Yeah, pretty much.
Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Oh god, we can actually see his eyes. He has green eyes. Nice.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine
I love how
Thancred
his
had
coats
something to suggest.
still... Their coats still respect their personalities.
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments. And once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Reducing their numbers.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Also,
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into two groups.
Is, you know, shinier.
The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies.
I love how our seeds here is still wearing short shorts. It looks ridiculous, but it's his aesthetic. We'll let it slide. Seriously, that really
As for the
suits.
Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most.
Yep. That sounds about right.
I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
Okay. Meanwhile, at the Imperial Supply Depot. Alright. Ooh, that looks really good on him.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Of course.
Ishtola always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks. All right, once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's Magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand.
Okay.
The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
Are we gonna play as Thancred for a bit? Feels like we will.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
Okay. Just checking what skills I have. Takedown. Okay, got it. Yep.
Keep your wits about you. It's time.
We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count. Seven hells.
Oh, it only lasts invisibility only lasts 10 seconds.
Must be losing my touch.
I'm not good at stealth.
Damn, spotted.
There we go, fine. Yeah, we're all right. Here's the one I need to interact with.
Must be losing my touch.
Yep. I hate how bad I am at stealth.
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned.
Yep, for now.
Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point.
Okay, we're doing alright.
Damn, spotted.
Bloody slashers. It's getting way too high, and there's no way to decrease it. That I can see anyways. There has to be another way in.
Must be losing my touch.
Clearly. quick. There we go, we did it. Just barely, mind you. That was tough. It'll be a lot easier with help.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
Yep.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
Haha. How dare you boop me? There is our contingent supply caravan. That must be us. We're usually at the back of everything. Of course we are.
The blizzard's beginning to clear.
Yep.
The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now. If they haven't already.
Mm-hmm.
Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be alright, but...
It's natural to worry. Ooh, something's coming our way.
Wait! Something's coming!
Something big.
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts.
Yep.
Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Let's get to work.
Fighters! Protect the others!
Gonna get my carbuncle out, and I will do more than just protect them. I will teach them the meaning of fear. Fear my power! Alright, where's next enemies?
A brief respite, but stay alert.
Go help the others.
Keep
Right?
the carriages safe.
There we go.
What impeccable timing!
You don't say.
Friends, a savior of Ishgard is here!
Yep, damn right I am. Come on.
A fine display, but the other carriages are still in danger.
Yeah, I can see that.
Go on ahead. We'll hold the line.
We're the only ones still struggling.
Yeah, apparently. There again, you didn't have to be helping you.
I've been itching for a good scrap.
Uh-huh. Come on, guys. Fear Bahamut. He's on a rampage. I just love that we can summon Bahamut. Oh, big bastard. We can deal with it. Phoenix to the rescue.
You lot alright back there?
Yeah, we're all good. Everyone's all
We're
happy.
fine. I'm ready for more. Hear that?
What's that? What'd you hear?
Get to the front and turn the tide.
Head north and join the Vanguard? Okay, I'll do that. Meanwhile, on the front line, we're gonna probably switch over to Ishtola now. Actually, I don't know who we'll control here. We have a lot of allies on the front line. Any one of them could be a take control of.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time. The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
True, true.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
That I did.
Ooh, this is all very nice. Oh. Well, I see who we're fighting.
That's for Gilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
There's no end to them.
Guess who's here?
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Yeah, sorry. Took me a while.
There's no stopping us now. Come on. Let's show them what we're made of.
Yeah. I hope my carbuncle didn't get spelled. I hate having to constantly resummon.
We
Good,
have them
still
now.
here.
Forward!
Fly Caravan safe for the time being. Drankhead's team has thrown the enemy into disarray. Good.
Right! Let them have it!
Oh, come on. God damn it. Be gone!
As a raging bull,
god, some of our people are badly hurt.
That's her, Virgilia.
Yep, I can see her.
Do not fall behind!
Phoenix, become your power is needed. Damn. Wasn't going well.
Is everyone all right?
Yep. As all right as I can be. Really?
Kill or die!
And she ran off. It seems as if she may have. Hello. Running away, really? It's rather sad, ain't it? Shit. Destroy Phoenix. Nope. Really? Oh shit! Are we actually gonna get her using a meteor?
Tremble before the sun!
Deal with them all. Yep, there it is. Did we do it? Yeah, duty complete. Woo! Ah, so nice when we can drop meteors on our enemies' heads.
A worthy adversary.
Yeah,
Rest,
they were.
recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again to the death.
Ha!
Sadu Hatun.
Aww.
That was the last of them.
For now.
The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan?
It's fine.
Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades.
Yep, that's the plan.
And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
The capital, which looks like it's gone to hell. Literal hell.
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain.
Yep.
"800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here.
Ooh, it's gonna be interesting seeing
Bested
Garlean
by the
architecture
Kavosi,
properly.
after centuries of war and driven from fertile
It looks
southern
modern.
pastures into the blasted northern wastes.
Like actual modern. Or it was very... Yeah, Jesus, that's just
In
straight up
that
a
garden
crane.
of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth, freezing, hungry,
I mean, it doesn't surprise
desperate,
me. It fits the
hated.
Imperial aesthetic for them to be more modern than the rest of the game world. And look at their aetherites. Even their aetherites are technological marvels.
The chosen, forsaken.
Whew, everyone's walking all tired.
In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution.
Huh.
How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks?
Emmett Selk, are you talking about yourself or your father?
Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed. Bitterly so.
Well, we're here, Garlemald. 4 expansions. Yep, it took till the fourth expansion to finally get to the place, the homeland of the people we've been fighting
Not
since
so
the
much as a
beginning.
whisper.
Not a good sign.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
Don't like that it's empty.
Her buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp.
Yep.
If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
True. We better set up camp and get all comfy.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
What shall we call
Well,
it?
the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone.
Camp Broken Glass? I guess it works. It's better than nothing. At least we have an aetherite here. I better attune to it. Is that what we're calling this place? Yep, Camp Broken Glass, of course. Any ether compass locations nearby? Yes, we'll go exploring for them later. In spite of the obstacles we faced, our plan proceeds apace. Just a little further and we'll reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, it goes to course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking Ishtola and Graha to join us in that building to the northeast of the camp? Alisai and I will meet you there. Yeah, we'll just finish this particular mission. A frosty reception, then we're gonna call it for the day. Reading? Yes, I'll make my way over once my head is cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. There's a monstrous tower on the horizon, jagged, hideous, unholy. Even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming, much like a sensation I felt in the Tower of Zalt, only far more terrifying. Ether flows unceasingly towards it, converging against a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses in the here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments. Seriously though, Garlemald Aetherytes, pretty cool looking. Technological monstrosities, for sure. But still pretty cool looking. Definitely suits their aesthetic. You'll be pleased to know most of the tempered have been quartered inside the nearby buildings, are receiving treatment as we speak. They feel with a small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything exactly as they left it. With the time that has clearly passed since, expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. It's possible that everyone fled the first sign of trouble, though it seems to me they left far too many useful possessions behind. Although there is no conclusive evidence, I suspect they were tempered. So I was merely thinking aloud. You mentioned the meeting? I will make my way there. Alright, so we've secured our own meeting hall. Yep, here's all the leaders all together. Thank you for informing us of our meeting. When everyone's here, we will begin. Just the leadership, of course.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city. For therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
Yep.
I have a suggestion, if I may.
Go ahead.
Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
That's fair.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern.
It is.
All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinist will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Yeah.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
Anything's possible with those bastards.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Good call.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace.
Yep.
How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
Twould be my honor to be of service. Though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
Still important.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rime. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
You surely find them, yeah. As tempting as it is to be sarcastic, that's not
I
what
have
this
faith that
character
you
is
will,
like.
and look forward to greeting you on your safe return. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
Meow. Gods be good. If it's this cold with Tauto's clothing, I dread to think how we'd fare without it. I'm going to thank her when we next meet. Makes me realize, too, that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If any survivors, we must find them, and quickly. Agreed. As usual. What ho-hum giving and something to do, have you? I do have in order to make myself useful. It's like rather since you asked. Emblem rhyme for survivors. Wander around the ice fields on the off chance you'll find someone. Expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come, friends, I know just the spot to begin our search. Of course. Regret this, but we may as well humor him. Yeah, you might as well. I'll catch up to them later. Let's see. We got a few side quests over here. I'll pick them up. We won't start. Well, we'll start them by picking them up, but we're not going to actually do them right away. Just the person I was hoping to see. Might interest you in a little hunting? This bears I'm after. If you've never tried their meat, I thoroughly recommend it. They're far from the easiest to prey, though I dare say you've faced much worse. If you're game, here's the plan. First, we lure them out with deer meat, sleeping potion. Okay. Now, this is just the person that gives us the thing from Fates. And this is the quartermaster, who will probably send us to find supplies. Okay. Speak with the soldiers. I'm gonna go and have them stand beside the Aetheryte. Let's go check my classes again. Dragoon is close to leveling up. So, anyways, exit game. That's where we call it for today. It is time for me to get some sleep. It is a good day. We made a lot of progress in Final Fantasy 14. And I look forward to getting back to it next week. But we won't be back again until Monday, when I will continue with Mass Effect Andromeda. So, until then, as always, I've been Sparks, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye!